There's James, and sit down. 10 minutes past 7 Saturday morning on BBC Radio Sussex with Danny Pike. Good morning. On the programme this morning, the fallout from the pandemic has hit towns like Crawley particularly hard, with Gatwick being so badly impacted by travel restrictions. Well, now it's being claimed that a bid for the area to become a free port could be a real lifeline. The government is to create 10 free ports across the UK where firms can import goods, then re-export them outside normal tax and customs rules. The scheme was launched to try and boost things post-Brexit, but in the wake of COVID, some say it's needed all the more for areas like Crawley. And Steve Sawyer is the Executive Director at the Manor Royal Business District and joins us now. Hello, Steve.
Morning, Danny.
I think everybody's heard of Manor Royal. Maybe a lot of us don't know what goes on there. What sort of businesses are we talking about that might benefit from this free port system?
Well, Manor Royal is a huge business park. Over 600 businesses and 30,000 people will normally work there, and a huge diversity of different business operations. But specifically, we're talking about here with the free port is building on those core assets of those companies who are the more innovative ones, those who are making stuff, those who are obviously importing goods, those who are exporting goods. So you might think about those advanced manufacturing companies that are household names, I suppose, to people who live in Crawley and in the surround. That's the Thales, that's the medical companies like Electa, who are doing clever things with cancer treatment devices, making those machines that save lives. And those other companies that are innovative, who rely on exporting their product around the world from here in Crawley and Gatwick.
A few years ago, we did a whole show, did a morning at Electa, looking at them working on their medical machines, these huge machines that you slide into and you get scanned, that are not only put into the health service here, but are exported, they were saying, around the world. And it's really impressive to see these machines being built so close to home and then exported. So in terms of a company like that, perhaps we could all see the benefit of having an easy route in for the components they need and then exporting their finished products straight back out to Gatwick and to wherever in the world they're going. Is that what the idea behind this is?
Yeah, and it's a bit more than that, though. I mean, the thing about the free port bid is what a fantastic opportunity this is for our town and for our, not just for Crawley, by the way, because, you know, we're talking about 30,000 jobs normally that are in Manor Royal, but if you kind of scale that up a little bit, think a little bit bigger than that, you're talking about possibly something like in the region of 80,000 jobs all told when you add up the other jobs that are involved in the Manor Royal supply chain. Now, what this COVID crisis has shown us is just how vulnerable our economy is. And if we didn't know it before, we certainly know it now. And that affects us, people in Crawley, that affects everybody who relies on jobs in Manor Royal and Crawley. That's people from right across the Gatwick Diamond area, right across Sussex and Surrey and beyond. And what's exciting about this opportunity is in Manor Royal, the free port bid, and I think it makes it different to others, is that you've got core assets like those companies, like Electa, and the free port bid, what it allows us with those kind of breaks and those kind of incentives that Jonathan's just been talking about, is to build on those core assets, those Electas and others, and to attract other companies who are like-minded, who are working in a similar type of way, and build on those companies to make our economy more diverse, more robust, and then more resilient to these kinds of problems in the future, and create a great future for people in Crawley and people from right across the coastal capital area who can come to Crawley, hopefully, and do some fantastic jobs. And that's what the free port bid really is about. It's not about just doing more of the same that we've got. It's actually building on that and making our place bigger, better and stronger. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, and after the impact of COVID-19 and what's happened to jobs and, you know, just the impact on, say, the airport and all the knock-on of that, it's possibly, you know, something that would be really good for the area. So let's see what happens, Steve. Are you fairly hopeful? What's your level of confidence at the moment, would you say?
Well, it's a very competitive place, like Jonathan said. We're hopeful. I tell you, I am confident in a great bid that's been put together by the Coastal Capital Partnership and all the other partners involved in this. And that's what I'm confident in. And that shows, you know, it's great for the future that we've got people like that who are working for our area.
OK, keep us up to date. Thanks for now. Steve Sawyer there at the Manor Royal Business District with us on BBC Radio Sussex. Again, that's one to watch. And in the next few weeks, we'll be focusing a bit more on Crawley and the impact of COVID-19 and what's that had on jobs and businesses in the area. So listen out for that in the next few weeks here on BBC Radio Sussex.